everyone, Brad Larsen, owner of Larsen Properties. In this video I want to give you a real quick overview of our lease renewal process. And this is a very regimented process that we have, basically down to a science, because we know the lease is going to be coming due at a certain point. Let's say it's middle of the summer, let's say it's 30 June, for example. So 90 days out from that approximate date of 30 June, we start to ping the tenant with a form, basically to get their intent. It's a renewal intention form that we send to the tenant, and the tenant says, yes, I want to renew, or no, I intend not to renew. And so we have written intentions from that particular tenant that's in your home. And so when I say 90, 60, 30, well, sometimes the tenants don't necessarily respond to the 90-day out ping that we send them via email and trying to get their intention form signed. So at 60 days out, we circle back and start to really twist some arms. Let's say we may have to physically call the tenant and say, okay, we sent you the form, we need to get a response from you, we need to get an answer, and we do all that around the 60-day mark. So that way we're well prepared to make plans. If we're going to go ahead and plan a renewal, we'll go ahead and do that pros assessment prior to that 30-day mark. That 30-day window is that between that 60-day and 30-day window is very important, because we have to have something signed from that tenant saying we're going to go one way or the other. If we're going to go to a lease renewal, or if we're going to go to move out that tenant, we want to go ahead and market the home 30 days out. So if that tenant says, I am vacating the home effective 30 June, we will go back on the market 1 June and in the search for a new tenant. So also, I want to make sure the owners are aware that we will typically hold the last month's rent, so we can use those funds to refund the outgoing tenant's security deposit. So we'll send out a form to the owners. You don't have to memorize that from this video. We'll be sure to make sure the owners know, because we don't want to blindside the owners with no money from that last month's rent, because we're going to use those funds again to itemize out and pay for that tenant's security deposit back to them, because most of our security deposits are security deposit owner held, meaning the owner is going to hold those funds and we physically account for those. So this is going to be how the lease renewal procedures are going to work. If you have any further questions about this and want to talk further about how the money works or how the actual walkthroughs are going to work, feel free to give us a call, 210-497-8686. Thanks and take care.